love. Welcome home to Eden. So the question came in from some older gentlemen, and these are really important questions about, do these shows really apply to them? Are you kidding me? Of course they do. This is Eve Christoph, your love life singer, dancer, lover of life, and you're in Eden. You are. So why would Eden exclude you? No, Eden makes you more ready to love the riper you get. Yes, it does. So let's break it down. So one gentleman's question was, he was like, well, I'm interested in younger women because they're more fertile. Face it, men like fertility. And the other guy's like, he's like, the older women don't want anything. They're all closed down because they think it's all over with for them, and the younger women don't like me. So the guys are feeling stuck. Like, well, what do we do? Even if we're sexy, where are the women, in our generation? And if the young women don't want us when we're older, what do we do? Okay, so let's look at it, okay? So first of all, the older women, it's not that they're not sexy. It's not that they aren't fertile, actually. Let's look at fertility from a much more cosmic perspective, which is that the older a woman gets, when she stops being physically fertile, she starts to be more spiritually fertile. And you know how it is with the older women, how they can start whole movements. They can change your whole life with one conversation. Their art is at such a high level. They are birthing. Their fertility is very, very fecund and powerful. So what men need to do, older men, is to really get in touch with the fact that this is a different kind of fertility that the women are in. And yes, you want a fertile woman. You don't want a woman who's given up, who's deadened her spirit with the feeling like she doesn't have anything left. But those women are all around you who are full of fertile life. And the thing is, if they're closed down, it's not really that they're not sexy. It's that they don't put up with the kind of sexuality that they've had in their lives before. They can't put up with the same boring guy being all about himself, lack of attention on her. Really, for the older women, it's just not worth it to them unless the guy is really, really into another higher level of love, partnership, sexuality. So you think about wanting younger women. Okay, you can have a younger woman if you're older. There's nothing wrong with that. I just saw an amazing wedding happen. But look at, what did this older guy, what was he, like 20 years older than the woman he was marrying? What was he offering her? He was offering her security. He's offering her support for her career so she can go to school. He's offering her to be a dad, to have kids with her. He's offering her a home. All these things that young women want. And do you really want to provide all that? I mean, do you really want to have to do all that again? The amazing, wonderful thing about older women is that they don't want most of that. They don't need it. They have their self-confidence. They have their careers. They have their babies. They've had their babies. They have a whole different level of creative birth that they're looking to be partnered in. And yes, they might want commitment, but the commitment's to a soul level of deep fidelity of the heart. It's not so much about rules and structures like traditional marriage. So this is so many benefits of the older woman. Also, what can you offer her if she doesn't need money? Because the younger woman, oh my God, she's trying to get their whole life together, her career, on and on. But the older woman, she hasn't gotten to explore the full capacity of her pleasure yet. Most of the older women haven't. Right now, the generation, the way it's worked out with the older men is, at least American men, they haven't bothered. They really haven't taken the time, and the women got bored and they just like, we're not into it anymore. But if you can offer her, if you can say, I'm ready to celebrate you and love you as you are, you're gonna be learning a whole nother way of complimenting, okay? She's not going to go for half-assed compliments that are really insults, like beauty doesn't matter anymore at our age, or you were once really beautiful. Or, no, none of that will turn her on. You have to get to the level of actually adoring her as she is. Okay, so like a compliment that I got this week, it was so wonderful. You know who you are, says to me, something about God made you the way you are so perfectly, on purpose. Every part of you specifically was made by the gods for me, for the way I see you. These are real compliments that turn on a woman that just, and she may not be able to be with you, but just the fact that you're practicing word flowers. I'm wearing my flowers because I'm manifesting word flowers. Yeah. Well, then it's like, well, do I have to fake it? I'm just not attracted to older women. Well, you might not have opened to being attracted to older women yet. But as soon as I'm planting the seed right now, okay? I once had an acting teacher. This was this woman who was so brilliant. She was so sexy. She was so sensual. She was so daring. And she was much older than me. I was maybe in my teens or early 20s, and she was, maybe her 60s. And while I was working with her, I was totally enthralled. And at a certain point, I had a dream. And in this dream, she was the most erotic, beautiful creature I had ever laid eyes on. And this was with all wrinkles, all, gristly, bony power. Everything about her, ripe aging, was so overwhelmingly exciting and intoxicatingly sexy to me that I was in this erotic bliss with her. And when I awoke from the dream, I was like, okay, I'm back to this reality where I'm really heterosexual. I like to be ravished, and I like to surrender. But there was some part of me that was changed after that dream, because I understood the total love of the deep, wild, elder feminine. And it made me lose my fear of my own changes to know how I could go absolutely nuts and wild for the elder woman. And so opening yourself up to new parameters, new ways of seeing, new ways of feeling, new ways of knowing womankind will take your relationships with older women to another level, because they shut down when the old tricks are used on them, when the insults that are not compliments, when the guy's not really worshiping them. They are queenly now, so they require a higher level, and also intellectual. She wants to be met intellectually with some amazing conversations that are wide open, that are not afraid of challenge, that are without identification or ego defensiveness, so that you can go anywhere. If you can travel anywhere in the mind with her, she's going to feel safer traveling anywhere with you in the body. Okay. So now we get to the thing of like, well, if the older women don't really want commitment, some do. Some are ready for marriage again, of course, and to start the whole romance. Of course, they want a higher level of romancing. It doesn't have to take money. You cook her a meal, light candles, make it out on a special night of the moon, go out in a canoe and serenade her. Go for the romance. The older woman now is all about ceremony and ritual.